Rottweiler dog training. It is safe to say that you are battling with training your Rottweiler, or pondering getting a Rottweiler doggy. Does your Rottweiler disregard you or resist your orders and you don't have the foggiest idea why? Is it accurate to say that you are stressed over your Rottweiler having hostility issues? In the event that you addressed yes to any of these inquiries, at that point perhaps I can offer you some supportive exhortation. I might want to examine some exceptionally basic issues with Rottweiler training. Regardless of whether your friend is a doggy or a grown-up, you not just need to figure out how to utilize uplifting feedback, yet you additionally need to gain proficiency with the main principle of dog training: patience. Training is a progressing responsibility that you should keep on completing each day. Because the individual in question has taken in the orders you have shown them toward the beginning of today in your parlor doesn't mean they will recall that order this evening or tomorrow, or when you take them to the recreation center, or put them in the backyard. Initial step: start young. It is imperative to begin your Rottweiler's training at a youthful age. I would suggest beginning training right away. You will have the most achievement on the off chance that you begin training your doggy between the ages of about a month and a half year. In the event that your Rottweiler is more established, it might take somewhat more time, exertion, and persistence on your part. However, don't allow this to debilitate you. The Rottweiler is known for being a clever, faithful, and steadfast friend. They need to satisfy you, so don't be debilitated if your Rottweiler is more seasoned and undeveloped. Uplifting feedback training and appropriate dog correspondence can assist you with training a dog of all ages. Second step: understand dominance. The possibility of strength-based training is that we continually build up guidelines that the dog will follow to improve his conduct. Strength is a dog training term that is abused and frequently misconstrued. We don't have to show strength towards our dogs, simply kind and cautious agreement. There are a few things you can do to support great Rottweiler conduct without being unpleasant with the dog. You ought to never show hostility towards your dog. On the off chance that you believe that hitting your dog will demonstrate your position and control to the person in question, at that point you are approaching training the incorrect way. Third step: socialize your Rottweiler. Rottweiler socialization. It is essential to ensure your Rottweiler is agreeable around others just as different dogs. This should be possible by taking your little dog out for strolls, to the recreation center, over companions' houses, and furthermore welcome your companions over to your home. On the off chance that you need your doggy to be cheerful and agreeable, it is critical to mingle them. Social contact with different dogs and individuals is actually what will shape a pup into the sort of dog he will turn into. Socialization from multiple points of view is a higher priority than dog training for the prosperity of your Rottweiler. Keep each social experience that your dog has, overall quite certain. These encounters are the place where he figures out how to be sure or apprehensive. When your dog has taken in certain orders, you can likewise have a go at utilizing sit, or down, or paw to occupy them. Dogs have an extremely limited ability to focus, and a momentary memory, so these basic interruptions can truly assist you with setting up social conduct. Fourth step: positive reinforcement. Uplifting feedback is training your dog by adding a prize to his activities, as a rule the ones you might want him to rehash. Training by remuneration is the most ideal way that you can speak with your dog. On the off chance that you reward any conduct which you might want to see him rehash, then you are conversing with him in a language that he gets it. The Rottie doesn't get English, or even human well overall, yet he will before long realize which conduct presents to him a welcome prize. An extremely compelling type of dog training that works brilliantly during your training meetings is to cause your training to feel like a game. For this you can award with treats, toys or acclaim. At the point when you are attempting to show your Rottweiler an order and they play out the order as you would prefer, quickly give them their prize. A note on food rewards: Rottweilers are famous for being overweight, and since training can be a long cycle, you can unintentionally give your dog a lot of food and he can get fat and undesirable, so take care with high-fat treats. Fifth step: avoid physical discipline and yelling. Actual control should never be utilized during training. On the off chance that you are showing your Rottweiler an order and they don't play out the order you are requesting from them, it is counter-beneficial to hit the dog or shout at the dog. This solitary purposes them to be unfortunate, and even deter them from learning the order by and large. In the event that you feel disappointed, leave, accomplish something different for some time and attempt again later. Hollering and losing your cool just startles and befuddles the dog. 6th step. Be prompt with your reactions. Great dog training has amazing planning. The Rottweiler that is rebuffed for toileting in the home 3 hours sooner has no clue about what he has done. This dog ought not be rebuffed by any means, since discipline will never work. It is a demonstration utilized in dog training that is similarly normal and pointless. On the off chance that you reward your dog for sitting, similarly as he moves up and leaves, he will be satisfied. You have recently compensated him for leaving, however, and next time you request that he sit, think about what, he will recollect that and leave once more. 7th step. Teaching simple commands. Your Rottweiler, regardless of whether they are a doggy or a grown-up, should get familiar with some basic orders to finish your training. These orders should be instructed utilizing the uplifting feedback practices I examined before on. With these essential orders, you will be well headed to possessing a faithful and respectful Rottweiler. Sit. Compensating a Rottweiler. The absolute first order you should train your Rottweiler is, sit. This order is basic in making your life simpler. You show them, sit, and intense undertakings like taking care of and prepping can turn into a ton simpler. To get your dog to sit, you initially should ensure you have their consideration. I like to utilize my hands over my voice since this shows your dog to zero in on you. Voices can be overwhelmed and disregarded. In the event that you get your dog to concentrate on your hands, they will be bound to focus on the thing you are requesting that they do. Yet, I would suggest additionally utilizing short, a couple of word orders alongside the hand signals in the event that you need them to likewise learn voice orders so they can gain proficiency with the order by tuning in to paw. This is a basic order that can make nail cutting simpler for you to perform. This should not be instructed until the dog knows about the sit order first, since they should be sitting to execute this order. No. This is a significant order to show your dog. They need to comprehend when they are accomplishing something incorrectly. To educate, no, you should build up your training voice. Utilize a firm and speak with a softer tone. It is additionally critical to recollect not to overcomplicate things with no command for a dog words. Simply state, no, or utilize another word you like, for example, stop, or awful. It is significant that you figure out which word to utilize and to utilize that word just while restraining or debilitating your dog. Kindly recall you possibly utilize this order when you get your dog in the demonstration of accomplishing something awful. When you state, no, and he stops, go on with your business as ordinary. In the event that they keep on being terrible, state, no, and eliminate them from the circumstance. Down. This can be an interesting order to educate. Make sure to keep your orders basic. Simply give the signal, down, and utilize your hand in a descending movement, palm confronting the ground. The movement of your hand dropping down towards the ground will assist the dog with understanding that you need them to lay down. This order should be educated after the dog comprehends sit. Remain. Dog stay command, definitely the most disappointing order to educate. This one takes the most measure of persistence. Your primary occupation is to not get debilitate or bothered. However long we have set up the sit order, we can begin to endeavor remain. If you are far enough into your training where you have effectively shown your Rottweiler down, at that point this might be significantly simpler for you. Come. This order should be encouraged simply after the dog has learned remain. This will be a pleasant order for your Rottweiler to learn on the grounds that they are a variety that adores your organization. 8th step. Patience. This might be the most significant, just as the hardest advance in training your Rottweiler. Persistence is the key. Continuously keep your cool and remain quiet. Recollect that your dog is your buddy and they need to fulfill you. On the off chance that you are quiet, they will be quiet. The more persistence we utilize, the better outcomes we will get. Keep in mind, when training your Rottweiler, you generally need to make it as fun and basic as could be expected under the circumstances. No compelling reason to over-confuse things, or holler, or blow up. It's simply a game to them. And they love to play, so in the event that you keep it fun and use persistence, you will be effective. A dog isn't prepared over evening, nor does training actually truly end. It is an ongoing cycle that, as a pet proprietor, you are answerable for. Training doesn't need to be exhausting and repetitive. You can make it as fun as you can imagine. The better time it is for you and your Rottweiler, the simpler it will be to prepare them. Furthermore, persistence is the key. In this way, keep doing awesome, get debilitate. Training your Rottweiler will make you both upbeat,